Welcome to John Eats Cheap, another one of our favorites today. So many of these are our favorites, but we've only known about this one for a few years. Many years ago, Mrs. Cheap had to go to Austin, Texas for a conference of some kind for work, and she came back home. She said, I ate at this great place. It's called Salt Lick BBQ. Great barbecue, and their coleslaw is really different. It's not, the usual milky coleslaw. So we were actually there on a road trip a couple years ago, and I got to analyze it. I didn't have to analyze it. They'll give you the recipe if you ask. They gave me the recipe for the unique slaw cabbage, or I just use the coleslaw cabbage and carrot mixture. It's vinegar, a cup of vinegar, half a cup of kosher salt, and half a cup of sugar or Splenda. We're going to use Splenda. We got to get the vinegar boiling, and we're almost ready. So we're heating up the vinegar, going to let that boil, and I will tell you, boiling vinegar, it can knock you out. It's crazy. Maybe if you've made Easter eggs, you know that. I've got our sugar or our Splenda and our salt all ready to go. Once that gets boiling, I'll dump it in and start mixing it up. And this isn't a replacement. This is just a really unique slaw. It's not a real sour slaw. It's just really, really different and good. We still love the creamy coleslaw, like a KFC type of thing. I still make that all the time. We kind of alternate between the two on which one we like. But this is the long part, really. We're just going to stir this in once this boils and mix it up, whisk it up until it dissolves. Now, I will tell you that Splenda dissolves quickly. Salt does not. So we're just going to whisk a little bit up there. And like I said, this stuff really, especially when you stir it up and agitate it, it will send an aroma that will knock you out if you're not careful. This will take several minutes, if not longer. Just want to get it as dissolved as you can. All right, the juice is almost ready, and we only use 2 tablespoons of this stuff in one recipe of the coleslaw. So you can make it, you can refrigerate it, it'll stay in your fridge for a long time, and use it down the road. So we're pretty mixed up here, pretty dissolved. I'm going to let that cool down until it's time to make the slaw. All right, so our vinegar juice has cooled down, and it's really tough to get all the salt to dissolve. I don't know why it doesn't dissolve all the way. I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. They do suggest white pepper. I'm good with black. So just a few shakes go in there. Now, we're going to add our slaw mix. Now, you can do a head of cabbage. This is just so much easier. You can usually get it on sale for 99 cents a bag, right? So that's what I use, because it's got a little bit of carrots in there too. And this will break down. We're going to put this in here, and it'll fill this bowl up. We're doing 2 bags, because we got a lot of company coming. And this stays, as I said, for a long time. So that's the other reason we make a lot, because we eat it for a long time. Just get it down in there. So just give this a good whisk to get it all mixed up. And we're going to do, you know what? I got to do the oil first. Aha! So per bag, it's 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So I need 4, right? 1, 2, and these don't have to be exact, of course. So there's 4 tablespoons. I'm just going to mix that up a little bit with the tongs. Now we'll add 4 tablespoons of our juice, the vinegar, salt, pepper, Splenda / sugar. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And because they weren't completely full, I'm going to do 1 more. There we go. And now we're going to mix that up. And this will, once you refrigerate it, cover it and refrigerate it, it will wilt down a little bit. which is a good thing. Just mix it up a little. Now we add celery seed, not celery salt, celery seed. This gives it a really good flavor. You can see that's not salt, that is seed, right? And I'm just going to do, I don't know, 3 pinches of that because it's really great flavor and actually a good texture with that seed. I like that. We're going to mix that up a little bit. And the final addition is a couple tablespoons of sesame seeds. And these go a long ways. I don't measure tablespoons. I like a lot of sesame seeds in it. So that's probably, 2 to 3, maybe even more. And you can see it's kind of oily. It's all getting coated. And I am not kidding you. You put this in to chill for a couple of hours and serve it, and your company is going to say, wow, I've never had slaw like that. We love it. Salt Lick Slaw, Salt Lick BBQ in Austin. A couple locations in Austin and maybe a couple other. I think there's one in like the Bush Airport in Houston or something. It's great stuff and a really different take on coleslaw that we love. Thanks for watching. Enjoy it. You will. Thanks for watching John Eats Cheap. Subscribe if you haven't yet and click on notifications too.